Good afternoon, YouTubers. Welcome to the early access of Stormblood. Make sure I'm on the right server. Holy hell, new setup. I like it. You're not guessing. This is cool. Before you had to click on one of them and figure out where it was at. Confirm. Kick me in. It says on air, but not showing anything. Wow, I am 32 in from the 32 players in queue. Wow. The server is full. That is awesome. In the meantime, I'm going to take a sip of my Gatorade. Hey, we're loading in. Ah. As I'm looking at the live stream from my phone. Sorry about that, guys. Afternoon, YouTubers. Welcome to the early access of Stormblood. Of course, where they actually let me view the expansions of how they have the server set up, you guys could not view it. I apologize. This is cool. Sorry for the background feed of my phone, since it's a fool. Let's see. Apparently I'm not the only one doing Stormblood early access. It's actually quite entertaining. Wow. Okay. Well, as they mentioned before, when they did the notes, I forgot what it's called actually. They did mention a couple new things that they added, which was this gauge here for every class, the tanks, the healers, the DPS. Apparently, next main scenarios up here, mentioned here, which is entertaining. I'm not going to be picking up anything about the missions or continuing storyline until after the 20th, because they did make a mention inside one of their patch notes when you first log into the game, asking people not to do so, to release spoilers and ruin the game for other people, basically. So I won't be doing too much. I'm basically just going to be doing explorations and looking at a lot of the new stuff that they released and showing it off. And apparently, as they mentioned before during the early notes from the game developers, they mentioned that there will be grayed out abilities that you're going to have to probably fix and set up, such as right now mine is showing as Rampart, Convalescence, and Provoke. I have no idea what else is there. I'm going to be taking a look. I have apparently Bloodbath and Awareness grayed out, as well as Protect. And I think that's it so far. Looks like it. What's this Paladin Oath Gouge thing? Let's select. Take a look. Confirm. Let's read what it has to say. The symbols. We got Shield Oath. Reduce damage taken. Okay, it's explaining it. Strength of the Paladin's Sword Oath or Shield Oath. The Strong Oath is required to execute several select actions, such as Shelteron, required at level 52, and Intervention required at level 62, and will grow weaker upon using them. So basically, you have to build the Gouge in order to use certain abilities, which is actually pretty cool. Gives you a little bit more of a challenge to be able to do your abilities, which I think is nice. So I'll pop on. Actually, I'll pop on my Shield Oath. I just took it off. Whoops. I need to fix the way it looks because it looks like crap on my screen. I apologize. So, in that note, HUD layout. I'm not even going to go trying to figure out where that is. Change the size. And I'll move it over here. There we go. Oh, they did a little bit of a different system on this. All system and hotbars. Nice. You can go a little more in depth with some of this stuff. Figuring it out and whatnot. That'd be helpful. Save. Back out of that. Let me zoom out. Right now I am in Mordana. So on that note, let's take a look at what this has to say. That moment the main storyline is in Mordana, not even know it. I placed myself in the perfect place. And it's probably... Where am I walking to? I'm so lost! Sadly to say, I did not get to finish some of the stuff I would like to do, such as getting my White Mage to level 60, as well as getting my Black Mage and my White Mage's gear maxed out to at least the 260 gear. I did not finish my animal weapon for my Paladin. I will actually show you what that's actually laying at. It's at 210. As you can see, I do have the Kinna weapon, which is the 255 item level weapon. I put that to the side. It's sitting out. Reason being, I actually managed to get my augmented Shire sword and shield. So I am rocking 270 weapon, all 260 armor from the Dunescaith runs, which, okay, and all 270 jewelry from the Dunescaith runs, getting the, well, sorry, the one ring I had to get augmented Shire because you cannot use two of the same proto rings, the proto ultimas. So that's where a lot of that lays at. So in the process of all this, I need to figure out what that mission is exactly, because I would like to jump over into Stormblood and show you guys what the town looks like, at least, and some of the stuff that's out there. Because that's stuff that's not exactly spoilers for them, but doing main storyline and doing a lot of extra stuff such as dungeons, if there are any, which I highly doubt. They should be releasing in like 3 weeks, if anything. So I don't want to ruin the game too much for you guys, but I am definitely going to get myself into Stormblood so I can show you guys at least the town and possibly some monsters that are there.
Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
I know you guys are used to seeing me on the screen and waving to you guys and acting like a fool so you guys can see my facial expressions. I apologize, today's not really a good looking day. Kind of look like I got hit with a train, so...
It's about time.
Not like it's out of the ordinary for you guys, but hey. Might as well make it fun, right?
Yes, sir.
Haven't really been on Final Fantasy XIV pushing too much lately because of the fact that I was waiting for Stormblood and I was getting impatient and bored with the game. Because I was just didn't want to repeat myself doing a lot of stuff, but I have to. I do need to get my animal weapon up, but it may not matter anyway by the time I hit 65. But who knows?
He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
I don't remember seeing her a lot in the story mode for Heaven's Word, at least. Never mind. She's not wearing the helmet. I think.
To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
I'm used to seeing her with a helmet on, so it looks a little weird when she has her helmet off.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
This is right.
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lise. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamegan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, leases, given her personal connection to the Resistance. Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamigo? Assuming you are willing, of course.
Of course I am. You know I'd like nothing more.
Then it is settled.
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way.
This is true. I'm sitting here as if you have to ask. I like the action.
Thanks.
Wish they would have gave her a voice. My character being.
I too shall
You know,
accompany.
let them talk. Let them have a little fun. You can select the voice for when they have emotes going on, but they don't talk.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well. I have spent quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming. But we will need someone to keep an eye on things. I trust you have no objections?
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
As
Good
capable
man.
as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
It is settled then. Let us each see to our preparations.
I swear, Thancred's a little bit of a coward at times. It's kind of funny. Well, yes, I know quest has been accepted. Can I move it along? Boop boop beedoo boop.
Ready, my friend?
Yes.
Well then. Tataru, I leave the rising stones in your capable hands.
Don't worry, Alphino. I'll see that the place is still standing when you come back.
That sounds reassuring. Still standing when they come back. Ah, yes, the samurai.
Mistress Y'shtola has unfolded all. You are bound for Gyr Abania?
Aye. The Alliance would have us make contact with the Alamegan resistance as soon as possible.
It begins then. As soon it shall in Doma, if the gods are good. 'Tis but a pity it must be now. I am sorry that we shall not be present to fight beside you in the battles to come.
You have stood with us countless times, Lady Yugiri. Pray do not apologize.
Then let us thank you instead. You and yours stood with us from the first, when we came to this land as refugees in search of sanctuary. Loath am I to think what might have become of my people, had you not extended to us the hand of friendship. We will never forget. This I solemnly swear.
Much has changed since first you set foot on these shores. Revenant Told stands as a testament to that. I'm sure your people will manage in your absence.
Indeed. They have built a new home for themselves and no longer need me to shepherd them. The time has come for Kosetsu.
I'll say that is
to
one
return to
giant
our
samurai,
master,
though. It's
to
actually
our
quite
home.
entertaining.
I know how you feel. It's time I went home too.
Though our battlefields be 1,000 mounds apart, our purpose is one. Let all men hearken to the clarion call of freedom, of liberation, from Eorzea to the far east, that they may rise up and cast down the curse of Garlemald.
One man who's a little too excited for battle for no reason.
We're going to celebrate together. Just you wait.
I should like that very much. Fare you well.
Let me say hi to my free company. I've kind of logged in and just didn't even say anything. Hello. If I can type, it'd be great. There we go. Helk Klo. That's what I was going with. Let me correct that before I go in. Kind of dragging this out for you guys. I apologize. I don't want you missing too much, but most of you people who are watching this are probably going to be doing the same thing I'm doing. Trying to get used to the storyline, get knowing it, get to knowing it a little bit. Don't want to miss too much. Lalafels, such amazing little emotes for them. They look adorable. Two people are here, or one person, because I do have it on my phone, so it might be counting me. Hello. Whoever that is that came in. Yes. The outfit looks a lot better than it did last time, in my opinion. I like the red on her. Dun, 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 forever loading. I do apologize to you people for who were watching this and be like, God, he's loading slow into these things. I am on PlayStation 4. It sucks. I'm sorry. If I had PC, it'd be different. I'd be loading 10 times faster. Let's see. Where am I supposed to go for this? Let's find out. The Black Shroud. I do like how they did the map. It looks a lot better than it did before. There's a lot of colorful stuff going on. I mean, it was nice, but this kind of gives it that bland look, but it actually is quite entertaining. Off to Hawthorne Hut. I probably should have informed them in the beginning that I was live streaming, but I didn't. So, of course, they're all being humorous as usual. Somebody likes the constant disconnect in queues, and somebody says it's all the fake grinding, story quest stopping action you could ever want. Bunch of clowns. Yes, I do have a flying Nimbus as well. A little fancy thing. So, on that note, I mentioned that I'm live streaming and somebody logs out. Did I offend them? Don't know. Hopefully not. Hello, Alphanode. Yep, Here we go, exploring the new areas. Have a little bit of a cinematic scene coming up. Some beauty. Whoa. I like it. Oh.
I remember crossing the border, standing in Girabania once more. Me and my fellow scions, the warrior of light among us.
Interesting, interesting.
Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other. Tyranny and the promise of a new beginning. But one that could only be bought with flames and blood.
Such a dark statement. Who knew she was demonic? And there it is, folks. Stormblood. Welcome to one of the new towns. This would happen to be, like they said, Girabania. The fringes. Let's take a look at what we got going on in here. Merchant and Mender. Purchase weapons. Let's see what they got going on. Level 60, 255 instantly. That is awesome. So a lot of people who don't have their kind of weapon from POTD or haven't managed to do Doomskith and they're fresh level 60s, here you go. Cheap. 36,000, you know, I must say, pretty damn cheap. You can pretty much get your level 60 gear and be at 255 for the weapons at least. Let's take a look at what they have for armor. And look at under tanks. 255. What? Let's try it on and take a look at what it's going to look like. Save and delete. Nope. Try on. This is what it looks like for a paladin, at least. I won't be able to look at the belt. Let's put on the pants. And I must say, as of right now, I do not like how it looks. That is what the level 255 armor that Stormblood has released looks like. And in my personal opinion, that black and green is pretty gaudy with that helmet that's going on. I literally just had a brain fart in forgetting the character from DC. We have Hawkman, but I don't think it's Hawkman. Oh, it is Hawkman. Hawkman's helmet. Yep, Pyro, one of the maniacs inside the Free Company. She's streaming on Twitch, and as you see, let me get into a more clearer view. A Lollipop Crusader. Apparently there's a lot of people disconnecting. Purchase items. Wow. What is that? Salmon roe. It's a fish. A fish. I like it. You see, I have a lot of work and stuff to do and get rid of and whatnot. Like, what does this guy say? Nothing. Looking around, see what this town has. I probably should connect, you know, there we go. A tuning! I probably do need it. Bam! There you go. Okay, delivery move over here. We got a guy named Pip. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. That's a little too complicated for me. Oh, you're Behemoth. Ah, quest guy. Sid, you're still alive. Welcome to the party. Sorry, I'm not staying with the chat too much. If they're not actually talking, I really don't pay attention. Quest complete. Yay. I will pick up the next MSQ, but I will not continue it from there. I do not want to ruin anything for anybody here. Of course, there's probably going to be more towns that I need to do the MSQs to continue to get to. But, oh wow, apparently the MSQs aren't even fixed. They're broken. So, wait a second. I think I just figured out what they meant. They said, follow this person, she disappeared. Gotta love it. People are fighting outside. I see numbers flying. Making sure there's nobody left in this town to talk to. Speaking of which, I have to make sure, because I was supposed to get stuff. They did mention that they were going to be expanding the bags. I looked at it before, didn't mention it. They did do expansions, as you can see. Before, with my weapons, I was actually maxing out right on here. They added another 2 rows along everything. So having this little bit more space is nice, considering I was running out of space with my armor. Because of styles and just my other classes that I'm trying to level up. Complete chaos. Usual stuff. My bag is completely demolished though. There we go. They mentioned that we were supposed, if you got the collector's edition, which I did, apparently you're supposed to be getting some stuff. I honestly do not know, and I do not see it. I wonder, is this going to be like the other Heaven's Ward expansion, where you have to search for them, or can you instantly fly? Do they even allow you to fly on here? Oh Lord. Let me change sort of so as I fight it's not so complicated. And I'll eat a fish. And I have a fish. Fish for my dodging, my parrying. Let's find a wind sprite. Apparently they didn't really go too far with imagination. They brought back the wind sprites. Saprias, that's a new name, but they brought them back from the lower level dungeons. Not too big of a deal. No real changes in monsters so far. Except for that walking tree, that's new. I'm gonna fight it. Creepy ivy. You know what? I'm gonna allow it to hit me with that. Why? So you guys know what it does. You gotta learn by figuring it out, right? There's no walkthroughs or guides on this. I'll be your guide for this. Come on, dude, I want you to hit me for 1,000. There we go. Creeping Ivy is a name. And apparently that throws on a heavy that lasts for about 25 seconds. So, as a caster, try to avoid that. Kind of jumped into this. I just realized that my Royal Authority is not highlighted like my Rage of Halon is. So I must figure out as to... Spirits Within looks different too. And Spirits Within is not silencing either. But then again, I didn't look at my abilities. Still got my stun. That makes me happy. On that note, let me go over to the safe zone, which is not much. And I'm going to take a look at the abilities. sprint, because I got to figure this stuff out now, because it's not making any sense to me. Hi, Big Tree. I think it was called a Leshy. Yes, they're called Leshies. So, wow. Before you used to sprint and, yep, the sprints actually take longer now to recast. So it's not like it was before where it was like, you know, about 17 seconds or 18 seconds. Now it's like about 50 seconds. We're going to find out exactly now. We got roll. And this is a complete hot mess. Cannot be used by your current class job. Please remove. Okay. Remove all. Let's make that simple. We have Rampart, which is part of the Gladiator class, which I don't know why they make it as a role, considering it was originally part of the actions. So that being the case, now as you see, the action list is smaller. There's a lot less abilities compared to what it was in the past. So this is gonna be entertaining. Bulwark is still there, and so is Tempered Will, which is a little weird. Sentinel. Kind of weird that they have it, but I think because those aren't cross-class, they, yeah, it's because they're not cross-class originals. So, I need Rampart, of course. Convalescence, I need Provoke. Anticipation, increased parrying rate by 30%. Interesting. That's new. I like it. It would help a lot. Awareness, nullifies critical damage. I rarely used it in the past, so I'm not going to bother with it now. We have Ultimatum. Provoke nearby enemies, placing yourself at the top of their enemy list. That would help and ultimately get rid of my Provoke naturally, but the Provoke is a 40-second cooldown compared to the Ultimatum, which is a 90-second cooldown. So that's going to stay as such. Shirk, diverts 25% of enemy. I'm not going to bother doing that as a tank. Why would I even bother? Makes no sense. I usually main tank nearly everything because I'm a paladin. For those who don't know or who aren't 100% sure, paladins are the top tanks because we have more defense and have more parry, more than just the Dark Knights and the Warriors in general. So it makes no sense for Dark Knights and Warriors to even try to be main tanks when there's a paladin around, in all honesty. Shirk, so Shirk is a completely pointless ability for me. Interject, silences targets. I think that replaced the original ability of, I forgot what it was called. I said it before too, and just natural, I have it, I know what it is, but when I use it, but when I try to remember it, I can't remember. So Reprisal, lowers target's damage dealt by 10%. Not bad, not bad. I would use it. You know, it helps me with my defenses. So I'll keep that in there. Then again, I wasn't paying attention and didn't even highlight anticipation. That's kind of silly on my part. Increase own HP recovery via healing. I'll stay with Convalescence. Because some of the healers I know, they constantly keep a heal on me, a heal over time. So that would be better. Anticipation only helps me parry some of the damage. Parry doesn't get rid of the damage 100%. It helps parry some of it. So, on that note, I have to fix this. Rampart, signs. Here, I put you there. Convalescence, I'll put you back where you were at. No. Of course, I'm doing it the complicated way. Provoke. I don't know why I changed it, but it was weird. That's gonna be the weird one. Spirits Within. I gotta take a look at what exactly it does now. Let's see. Sheltron's active. Wasn't even looking at it before. Wow, I just realized I lost Foresight. That sucks. That was one of my big ones in the past for helping with reducing damage. Well, that being the case, Assign to hotbar, put you there. This one needs to go. I have to figure out what to put in place of you. It's probably going to be for my later abilities. Okay. Oops. Wasn't supposed to back out of that. Actions and traits. We were looking at actions before. Spirits within is no longer in. Has never been in here. All that's on my list anyway. Yeah. Traits. Wow, they reduced this a lot because they used to have a lot more. Oath Mastery, Divine Magic Mastery. Halves MP costs for all spells while preventing casting interruptions via damage taken. So in all actuality, my Flash is pretty much the only thing that I'd be using for that, along with my Clemency. Clemency would be the only other one. And Enhanced Cover, which is actually nice, because before I'd barely use my cover because it didn't really do much. But with this new trait, and once I hit level 66, I'll definitely be using cover more. As for job, here's cover, of course. Total Eclipse. Interesting, interesting. Delivers an attack with 110. Okay. Well, let me see my Royal Authority. It works with the Riot Blade. Wow. That's new. That's my damage over time. They kept that with Riot Blade, but that's interesting that they actually put Royal Authority to work with Riot Blade. Before it was working with Savage Blade. You go Fast Blade, Savage Blade, and then you go into, instead of using Rage alone to increase your enmity and keep the aggro, if you were just DPSing, you would actually do it for, you do it for just a little bit extra damage. It's interesting to set it up like that, because as you see, I have my Fast Blade, which is on the far right, and then the next window of the directional pad, that's where you'll see my Riot Blade and my Goring Blade. But my Riot Blade is now next to Goring Blade and Royal Authority because of that combination workout. It's quite interesting. Total Eclipse works on its own, and it's actually an AoE, so that's nice. I gotta figure out where to put that. That'd be sensible. I'll put it down here. Makes a little more sense that way, and it uses TP cost, so quite pricey. Hallowed Ground, rarely used it, but I had it just in case. Shelter on Clemency, Royal Authority, Intervention. Reduce target's party members' damage taken by 10%, lasts for 6 seconds. Increase damage reduction by another 50% of the effect of the Rampart or Sentinel if either are active. Very nice. It works with the with the gauge it was mentioning before, like Shelteron does. So that's interesting that they have that. Spirits Within. Okay, before it uses silence as well as do more damage with less when I had less HP, it would do a little more damage. Apparently now it does more it does more damage. No, sorry. The potency decreases as my HP decreases, which makes sense. But apparently it doesn't silence anymore. It's kind of disappointing. That was my main go-to to shut up the monsters that would always cast on me. See, Holy Spirits deals unsuspected damage with potency of 430, shield oath bonus, increase oath gauge by 20. Okay, that'll help. It delivers an attack with potency of 350. Potency decreases as own MP decreases. Increase attack magic and healing magic potency by 20% if current MP is at 80% or higher. Okay. So that's basically do damage, and my MP is low, which usually happens because I cast Flash like a maniac. Well, before I did. Now I have to work on a new setup. So, Passage of Arms. Increases block rate by 100% and creates a designated area in a cone behind you in which party members will only suffer 85% of all damage inflicted. Interesting. Effect ends upon executing another action or moving. Cancels auto attack upon execution. So basically, the moment I cast that, as long as I sit still and don't do anything, and just look at the boss and let him smack me around, my party members can stand behind me and take some damage and not have to worry about anything. I have to take that out. And I'll pop that. And there you go. Shelter Realm was casted, and as you notice, the Oath Gauge actually reduced. Before I was never carrying my limit break because I had no room. Now that I have the room, being that they eliminated some abilities, and then as things occur and such, I'm gonna have a little more complications, but I'll figure it out. Oh, I'm actually gonna be using more of this. And don't ask why it says Mahogany Raise, if you're wondering. It's one of my raise abilities, and it's just a spam. It's fun. Limit break, and put you there. Don't really use it very much, but when I do have to, I will. Very nice. Companions, main commands, and extras. Group pose, idling camera. Don't care about those. Typical shot. What is that over there? I don't remember ever seeing a monster like that before. First person view. It is a giant wasp with 2 stingers for a tail. Interesting. Well, if you guys have to fight it, we'll find out what it does. Come here. Use the riot blade. And there it goes. Royal Authority lit up. And why I just did a 3,000 crit poison. So, sorry about that, my confusion of wording. Apparently, this monster will give you a poison stack. And on final sting, let's see what that does. Stacks the poison. There you go. So now you guys know exactly what these things do, what the tree does, and what that sting does, which I'm going to avoid because I already have 2 stacks. I'm not trying to get any more. It's painful. It's annoying. By poison. See what else we got going on around here. There's a Leshy. We already fought one of those. We fought one of those. Basically just looking around, seeing, and of course the Leshy has to aggro onto me. Being a tank sucks. They mentioned something about swimming at one point in here. I have no idea if that's actually available. I have no idea if it's actually true. We'll find out. Oh my lord, I almost killed myself. Children, never try what I do at home. Let's see, let's see. Oh, I can't cast Protect on me. I just realized that. I usually cast it and will run around like a maniac. Really? You had to aggro me? You aggroed me from a mile away. Go away. Let's get on a mount. Make this a little easier to move. So he's on a black chocobo. I think. I know the outfit that it's running. It's green. Heh, it's cool. Magitech armor. Magitech chocobo. Somebody has a white line. I am jealous. That is one thing I've been trying to work on getting. Whoa. That is awesome. You're an astrologer. I like the way that ability looks. So as you can see, Imperial... I am not even trying pronouncing that because I'm just like D3 right now. And Imperial Signifier. Signifier looks like a black mage. The other one I'm not 100% sure. I do like the Astrologian attacks. I've never used an Astrologian. It's actually quite interesting. We got the water sprites, the big old crocodiles. We've seen those in the earlier expansion. We can figure out what they do, or we can just ignore it. Let's see if they added anything to them. Let's find out. I do like how they did some of the critical something. I think critical bite. 3,000 damage on me. Being that I am a tank, of course, it's going to be a lot less than it would be if I ran him as a black mage and let that happen. course, I'm doing a lot of stuff as a tank, so I don't die so easily. So please, you would aggro. Yeah, I'm not staying in front of that one. I'm good. A little bit of the combinations here. And as you can see, they do tear you up a little bit. They're tearing me up a little bit, but I also don't have a healer, and I'm not healing myself. So, that would explain a lot of what's going on. And I just realized something. There's a debuff that did not go on like it's supposed to. Let's try that one more time. Wow, Rachel Helone does not do strength down anymore. I have to actually read on that. Before it was doing strength down and decreasing the amount of damage they could do by doing such as that. So that's actually quite entertaining and new. Since I do have rested experience and food on, I am getting plus 91% experience. So if you notice that my experience bar is climbing a little fast, don't be surprised. That is a long fall down. Good thing I can't go that way. Anyway, that kind of bothers me. I need to actually reread a lot of these abilities. Fast Blade delivers an attack with a potency of 160. Fight for Flight increases the physical damage dealt by 25%, which I think I actually took that out. No, it's still in there. See, Savage Blade, increase enmity. Flash, which is of course increase enmity. Riot Blade restores MP, that's still good. Shield Lob increases enmity, still does the same amount of damage. Shield Bash, still does the same amount of damage as stuns. Rage Helone increases enmity, does not do strength down like it did before. That's new. It's kind of a shocker, because it did help me out a little bit. Well, it helped out every tank a little bit to have that combination running and not being hit as hard as they could because of that. Shield Swipe does pacification still. Still does the same amount of damage as well. Sentinel still reduces 40% damage. Immediate cures of bind and heavy while preventing knockback and draw-in effects. I never use it, but I have it just in case. I don't know why. Bulwark still increases block by 60%. And this still does, yes, Circle of Scorn still does a damage over time. So, that is a plus. Wow, I just realized I never even tried to use Total Eclipse. And I have it. I completely knew I added to it. I completely forgot to try to use it. See what it looks like. That is one new ability that I have not seen. So, on that note, and there's Total Eclipse, folks. And that's what Total Eclipse looks like. It's a giant circle. Basically, I'm just spinning around and hitting everything with my blade. I find it interesting that they mentioned that we can swim, but I have not come across a spot where we can swim just yet. I am exploring the map apparently. I'm wandering around. I probably should be a little careful, because who knows if I'm going to run into something I shouldn't run into. Somebody's willing to pay people to log off so they can progress. You might want to fix your internet then. This is a new one. Lesser Gagna. Yes, I see you coming at me. Let me back up so you guys aren't looking at his stomach. Cast a little bit of this for fun. Okay. There's an ability called Dreaded Dive. Appraisal. I hit it with Appraisal. I really completely forgot what Appraisal does though. Giga Screen, it states that just massive amounts of damage. Okay. And somebody came in to join and help do damage on it. I have no idea where they are. I can't even see them. Oh. Dude, Charlatan is behind me. Probably should inform them. Let me at least be nice and say thank you. Oop, my spelling is horrible. Spinner, that's new. Looks like a green black widow. Nope, come here. Let's see what you got. Digestive fluid. It stacks vulnerability. We all know what that does. For those who've actually been familiar with this game, we know vulnerability does hurt more. So, future reference, since there is no way to tell when it's actually casting, and since it's a very fast cast, try to stun beforehand. Try to keep it stunned if anything. So stun lock will be very prime. A lot of you DPS who can stun lock, there you go. Stun locking will help. Who knows how many people are actually live streaming this and actually showing this off. I'm basically going through and just figuring stuff out as I go and showing you guys what is new and what's going on. So far we've seen 2 new monsters, well, 4 new monsters in total. One of them looks like a remastered version of the older ones, and the other 3 are fairly new. The Lesser Gagna, the Spinners, and the Leshies. The Leshies look like the giant trees in all honesty, but I like the way they have them moving. A Fopper. That's interesting. What are you? A one-eyed creature. Looks like an owl with a giant eye. Let's see what you got. Any abilities for you to cast on me? Come on. You can cast. Maybe it doesn't have any casting abilities. Optical Intrusion. Apparently it's pretty much a simple monster. You know, one of those like blobs. Oh, there we go. Hypnotize. And it throws paralysis. So there you go. Even though I did look away and whatnot, it hit you. It still hit you with paralysis. Apparently they still have that glitch going on. It's a minor glitch that they probably will never fix. Where you can do a cast of like 2 abilities at once as a paladin. If they were two different sections. It's weird. Let's finish this guy off real quick. Come on. He has a lot of health, that's for sure. Took a royal authority to the face. Put myself up. There we go. I'm not fighting the Gagna. That's a Fopper still. Apparently there's a little town down here. We're gonna head to Little Town. See what they got to say. Can I put the map away, please? Oh my lord. For Christ's sake. Trying to put a map away and it won't work. Thank you. Whoa. You know what? I just realized something. I have no idea if we're able to fly in this town yet. I don't think we can, in all honesty. I think, well, maybe not. This is completely different. Okay. Apparently you can view these worlds in different view, I guess. Trying to see where in the world map are we. There we are. We're above the Black Shroud. Interesting. Let's just take a look at something for entertainment. Wow. Since they did expand the bags, now you have a full section over here by itself. So that's new. Ugh. Wow, there is. Okay, so apparently you have to find currents as well in here. And as long as you find the currents, you will be able to fly again. What is that down there? Apparently there's some monsters down here as well. Let's take a look. Of course, I take the unsafe way down and aggro and get myself in trouble. It's a fish. An ugly fish at that. Ow. Screwdriver. Oh boy. As we continue on, he's taking forever to die. He's getting hit with 2,000 to 3,000 a clip, and he's just like, nope, I'm not dying. I'm gonna stun him for a second, just so I can heal myself up a little bit. Thank you. I want to get on the egg. So, for you guys who are wondering if you can fly in these areas, yes you can. You just have to find the aether currents that are floating around somewhere and pick them up, just like you did on Heaven's Ward expansion as well. So, I will be hunting for those as well. And I will be... I don't know if I'll be doing a live stream on it. I might just do a recording of them and then just make a mashup of it so you guys can see what see where they are and look for them. Let's see what he's got. I gotta figure these things out for you guys. I'd like to be, you know, the scapegoat. Your guide. You want to know what to avoid, what to look for. Double smash. It's gonna hurt. I dodge. So I have to let it hit me again because my character is a dodging maniac and goes, I want to dodge. So let's find out. It uses stone too. Amazing. Let's stop auto-attacking it. You know, I don't want to kill it before it does a double smash. There it goes. Does over 2,000, almost 3,000 on me, so as a caster you probably get hit for about 4 or 5, just so you guys know. Nah, stop it. Okay. So on that note, since I am not going to be searching for aether currents while on this live stream because that's just redonkulous, and I always hated doing it because it was just a headache, excuse me, I will tell you right now what you'll be looking for. Travel. Mount speed. That's new. There's 2 stars on everywhere else but the mists. Don't ask me about that. I have no idea. I have to do some research on that, possibly. That's new. Travel. We'll look at aether currents, and apparently you have to tab over, and hey, you have another 6 areas of that again. So you're looking at something like this over here again. It's gonna suck, I must say. As you see, it's quite annoying. According to how it's laid out, I have no idea how many currents are in these towns or anything like that. When I know, you'll know. I'll definitely make sure to keep you guys posted, because you guys definitely don't want to be hunting forever. I'll take the time and I'll actually do it manually. I won't have somebody, you know, try and fly me around or something like that if somebody's already got them done. I like to do these things the complicated way and make it easy for you guys. You guys know where to go. I'll make sure I give you guys the coordinates. That way you guys can pick them up and keep them moving, get yourself done very quickly, and get flying and enjoy the full flight. Oh, look at that, a fate. Help if I actually get off my mount. And the fate is pretty much, nope, not done. I'll run around with the group. Let's see what we got going on here. Earth Sprites, level 57s. How you have level 60s running around and level 57 monsters is beyond me. But apparently it's a fate grind, so in the meantime, let's see what we get for experience. Since I jumped in halfway through, I'm not expecting a lot, but let's see what happens. Oh Lord. And you see, I'm not trying to tank this stuff either. I'm literally standing here and in Sword Oath, DPSing it all down. Boom. I didn't even bother to see who my friends are on. I decided to just log in and start live streaming for you guys. Shows you how much I care about them. I'm not being mean. I'm goofing around. Come here. Really? It's invulnerable? That's awesome. How are you invulnerable? Where are you going? That was new. I've never seen that happen. Evil Seed Fate is up. Apparently this, it's going to be like the old days before they released Heaven's War, when everybody used to go to Corethius and farm fates out there. You know, fate grinding your level, you know, up to level 50 back then. Apparently it's going to be around the same thing. Oh, this is a slow fate though. Lots of XP and achievements. Apparently just doing these fates. There we go. English, here we go, bro. English. Apparently doing a lot of these fates is going to be the same way as it was back in the day. But I have no idea what's going on with this fate. I'm just following. I just ran across it and followed it. Oh my lord. Well, let's have a little fun. Of course, I'm not holding any aggro at all. I'm just over here swinging away. Woo! We got boppers in here. We got Earth Sprites. It's complete chaos. With what makes sense? Not at all. Whoa, man. Now, since I've already adjusted my paladin, I must go into my black mage at some point and try to adjust that and see what's going on with that. Mind you, folks, my black mage will be the last one to be leveling up because DPS queues suck. I will be trying to get my weight mage up to 60 or 70 very quickly. Yep, there goes a holy. There's a white mage ability for you folks. For those who don't know, it's white mage. Yep, it's trying to hypnotize. There we go. Good lord. Wow. When you see somebody almost dead, it's kind of great. must say this is a very slow fate, but you see how many people are here and you see how long it's taken for these monsters to actually die. It's actually entertaining on how much of a difference it is back in the day when, you know, well then again, the challenge back in the day was being geared for, you know, being over geared for it. I'm used to being over geared for a lot of stuff, and now I'm nowhere near over geared. Now I'm like I'm pretty much properly geared for everything that's going on. Being that my item level is actually 266. Yes, my item level is 266, and I am pretty much properly geared for all this right now. Kind of scary. I'm used to being over geared and running into every fate that I was running into on the higher ends, like the level 50s and 60s, and just pretty much one-shotting or going through it very quickly. And I just realized something. I do remember them mentioning that they, with Stormblood releasing, they were going to fix cleric stance for the healers. Since I do have a white mage in her 30s, I'm going to take a look at that as well and show you what's going on with that, because they mentioned that they were going to calculate it from mind and such. I'm not going to do it over here because I'm not going to get myself killed. This fate is dragging. Good lord. What? Oh, my free company members are saying main tank for some weird reason. Let's find out. Why somebody would have a Topaz Carbuncle out right now is beyond me. Would have been actually a little earlier for you folks, but a little earlier than now for you folks. But as you see, being that it's 4:39 p.m. my time. And the server time is, of course, 5 hours ahead of me. So, they're further out east. Somewhere. I haven't bothered looking it up. Oh my god, why is it dragging? This is getting ridiculous. I just realized something. I didn't pay attention to see if shield swipe does enemy. I think it does. Yeah, I'm not getting hit with that. I'm good. I'm by myself. There's no healer out here for me. They don't love me. Apparently it does. Okay. What is that mount? Well, that's a mount that I've never seen before, and it might be a new mount. I don't know. I think so. They're asking if the fate is bugged. I think so. Haven't moved, and we've been killing things non-stop here. Yeah, it's a bugged one. It failed us. So on that note, I'm going to leave the section. On that note, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to bother exploring and try to get to that Aether Stone. I'm also not going to be searching for... Whoops. What? I'm not trying to get the Hawthorne Hut. I'm good. Let's teleport over to there. Cast from Orion. And we'll pop into the Black Mage, see if there's what's going on exactly with that one, because I don't think I had any cross-class abilities going on for that, really, except for Raging Strikes out of the archers. Outside of that, I don't think there was anything else. So, let's move away from everybody so I can be alone, because I don't want to be cluttered and have people running through my screen and just being a nuisance. Here we go. And pop it a Black Mage. Here we go. The Elemental Gauge unlocked. Open it up. We're going to take a look at this. Elemental Gauge. We're going to read this. Display several different pieces. I remember reading about this. Or actually seeing the notes about this as well. I remember them saying something about Blizzard 4 and Blizzard 4 and Fire 4. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Ice after casting Blizzard spell have increased potency, but will require more MP, which we all know. This is the same. Executing Eno Chain while under the influence of either Astral Fire or Umbral Ice will add a bar to the gouge for the lower right corner. Eno Chain increases the potency of magic attacks, as well as unlocks powerful spells such as Blizzard 4. Eno Chain fades when Astral Fire or Umbral Ice expires. Casting Blizzard 4 grants a Black Mage 3 Umbral Hearts, which are represented by the arrows in the gauge's lower left corner. An Umbral Heart is consumed each time a fire spell is cast, nullifying the MP cost increased applied by Astral Fire statuses. Okay. On that note, I'm not going to try and figure any of that out. But Swift Cast is out of there, and Mana Wall has been removed as well. Wow, Lethargy, Virus. I honestly couldn't pronounce that word for the life of me in the past, and I still can't now. But Apocatastasis, yeah, that one. And apparently Eye for an Eye has been removed as well. I think that was it. Yeah. So, in that note, let's get into my actions. Blizzard, Fire, Transpose, Thunder, Sleep, Blizzard 2, Scathe, Fire 2, Thunder 2, Mana Ward, Fire 3. Wait a second, where's my Blizzard 3 that I originally used to have? I think that might have been a job role. Not sure. But we'll take those out for now and come across those in a minute. Those are traits. There we go. Thunder Mastery. Thunder Mastery 2. Okay. Upgrades Thunder 2 to Thunder 4. Interesting. That's actually quite entertaining because that goes into Thunder. What? Thunder Mastery. The second Thunder Mastery you end up coming across, apparently. I don't remember ever seeing them. Wow. The random amount of experience that I just got. And it went straight into my Black Mage. Like, really. Anyway. I don't remember ever seeing Thunder 3. Umbral Hearts. Cause Flare. Casting Flare completely removes the Umbral Heart statuses. Okay. Reduces MP required to cast Flare by 1/3 while under the effect of Umbral Heart. Casting Flare completely removes the Umbral Heart status. Enhanced Eno Chain grants an effect of Polyglot upon maintaining Eno Chain for 30 seconds. I got into a little trick of learning how to keep that up as well. So, job. We have Convert, we have Freeze, there's Blizzard 3, there's Thunder 3, there's Flare, Ley Lines, Sharp Cast, Eno Chain, Blizzard 4, Fire 4. Well, a Virus was from cross-class. That one, I have no idea where it went, and I have no idea where the Lethargy is gone to. And that was a cross-class. So, I didn't. Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me remove these all and then fix this. Here we go. This was in place. Lowers target intelligence and mind by 10%. No idea why I would even use that, in all honesty. It's a little bit weird to have something like that. Oh wait, that was in place of virus too. I forgot about that. Sorry. Break. Let's see. Deals unaspected damage with a potency of 50. Additional effect is 20%. Heavy. Lasts for 20 seconds. Sounds like something for the original Blizzard. Drain. Absorb portion of damage dealt as MP. Diversion. Reduces enmity generation. That'd be nice for me to have, considering I'm constantly pulling aggro like a maniac as a black mage. But I don't really care either. They put it here, they just have a different look for it. And that does what? Reduces party members. Yeah, it was good for me to have as a, to cast for tanks. Lucid dreaming. Reduces enemy by half. That'd be good. Swift cast I need back on. Mana shift transfers up to 20% of own maximum MP to convert to target party member, which would be nice for healers who are struggling to heal. Erase. Removes a single damage over time effect from target party member other than self. Restores target's HP. So I can basically heal as a black mage now. Will I? No. Diversion would probably be good for me to have, though. On that note, let's put these where they belong. Assign to hotbar, put you back there. Lucid dreaming, no. I put you back in the wrong spot. Put you there. Put you back. Yeah. Get there. We're going to put you. That's enmity, right? That's what I wanted to do. Put you here. Put you there. And put you there. I just realized I still have Raging Strikes completely open, though. Why are you even there? You were a cross-class ability originally from the Archer class. How are you even on that list? I mean, you're not, but you are, but you're not. It's weird. Just weird. Job. Chains there. Okay. Between the ley lines. Okay. Instantly, move instantly to ley lines drawn by you. Thunder 4. So, there we go on that. Triple cast. Interesting. Lightning damage over time, which is potency of 30. 18 seconds. Additional effect. 3% chance each. Okay. Damage over time. Only one thunder spell induce damage over time. Yada yada. Take the next thunder spell of any grade will add its full damage over time amount. Initial damage. No cast time. No MP. Okay. Triple cast. Next 3 spells will require no cast time. So basically, it's like a swift cast on steroids. And you have foul. Deal unexpected damage to target enemies and all enemies nearby with a potency of 650 for the first enemy, 10% less the second, 20%. So basically that's basically like a holy. And I need to have Polygot on me in order to do that. But it's basically like holy for what you call it? It's flare and holy, actually, now that I think about it. Speaking of flare, I need to take a look. Because Umbral Hearts makes the flare cause less MP apparently, but it says it needs all MP. Weird. So, now that we got that complete confusion and chaotic stuff going on and somewhat fixed, on that note, we're going to hop off this and get into, as my white mage is not even listed on here. Awkward. Where's my white mage? White mage is not showing on here, and I've been using it, I know that. So lost. Weaver, goldsmith. Oh. Well then. It's kind of weird that my whole Weaver class is completely eliminated off this list. And of course, as Conjurer, and I didn't even put the white mage. There we go. So, there we go. Now that that's there and fixed, set the hotbar, put you back. Why you're missing in the first place is beyond me. You're geared properly, look exactly the way you did before. And I remember there was a fourth one originally undermined. I can't remember what it was though. It's completely gone. Those used to be, I don't remember. It's weird. It's weird. I'm telling you mine. I don't remember what it was. Let's see. What did they change on this? Critical affects the amount of yada yada yada. We know about critical determination. Affects the amount of damage dealt by both physical and magical attacks, as well as the amount of HP restored by healing spells. Direct hit rate. So I'm assuming that's the old accuracy. It's now correct. Now it's called direct hit rate. For you guys who don't know. Yeah, magic defense, defenses, spell speed. Spell speed's pointless back then. I have to figure out now about if it's changed or not. Tenacity, that's PvP, piety. That's what was up here originally. Right under mine was piety, now it's down here. Affects maximum MP, only applicable when role is healer. So that's nice and helpful. Change to a tank. Still same thing, okay. Well then, they broke this down a lot better. Your tanking classes, your healer classes, your physical range DPS, magical range DPS, and then melee DPS. Which of course you see Samurai listed there, as well as Red Mage under the magical range DPS. So I'm aiming to pick up Samurai and Red Mage as soon as I can. I need to figure out where that's at. And reputations, profile, titles, of course, titles at the wazoo. I wonder if they ever fixed this. That's what I need to figure out. Seems like everything's in order. Wow, okay. Let's just eliminate whatever's here and just fix it as we go. Probably some of the stuff that I just took out was probably from POTD anyway. Okay, that's still there. Isuna is not working. Why? Let's figure this out. Stone, Cure, Arrow, Medic, Raise, Fluid Aura, Stone 2, Repose, Cure 2, Arrow 2, Medica 2. Okay, my Isuna is completely missing on that, and that was never a cross-class ability. I don't even think it was a job ability. Regen is there. Hold on a second. They took Isuna out completely? Or am I just missing an ability all the way around? Because Isuna was a very big thing for me. Let's look under roll. Cleric stance, let's read this. Increase attack magic potency by 5%. It no longer requires you to have mind or intellect. Just increases magic potency by 5%. Lasts 15 seconds and a recast time of 90 seconds. So no longer will healers have to worry about being in cleric stance to heal better or to DPS better. In general, it's just all the way around. Break, protect, Isuna. That's lovely. They made it into a roll. So I need protect, Isuna. As for the rest of these, I'll figure those. I need swift cast, of course. Those three I definitely need. So I can assign to my hotbar back with the protect. Isuna I'm not going to assign. Swift cast I'm not going to assign. Because my macros are the only things that have swift cast. Okay, whoops, wrong one. Action and traits, let's go to rolls. Lucid dreaming, we already took a look at that. Reduce half an enmity by half. Additional effect is refresh, which will help with mana. That would be basically what? I just realized something. That's a low blow. That is a low blow. That's mean. So wrong on many levels. Before, healers used to have an ability called Shroud of Saints. Shroud of Saints was basically what lucid dreaming is, where it reduces the enmity and gives you your MP back. So apparently, in order for me to have my Isuna as well as protect and my swift cast like I'm supposed to, I need to get myself to 40 so I can at least put lucid dreaming back on and lucid dreaming in and have, well, needless to say, a good way to regain my mana as well as, not get myself killed. Eye for an eye, I need to eventually get as well. So of course, as you see, I only have 2 slots. Largacy. I'm not 100% sure how that's actually pronounced. But increase healing magic potency by 20%. That would be good for me to have. Rescue, instantly draw target party member to your side. cannot be used outside of combat or when your target is suffering from certain enfeeblements. So that'd be fun, and you get to feel like Scorpion. Get over here, and just, there you go. Okay. So now that we know what these are going on with, there's protect. Still the same look. Anything new with Medica? Does it look any different? Nope, looks the same. Don't ask me why I have all these abilities here. They're not supposed to be there. The only reason they're there originally, before the patch, was because I was doing POTD and it unlocked it for me. So, for you healers that you were wondering before, in case you haven't gone onto the game or had a chance to, or just haven't gotten the new expansion yet, or anything, Cleric Stance has been fixed. It's no longer a permanent ability. It is a 90-second recast, and it lasts for 15 seconds. And it's no longer it's no longer set to where you're, stuck where you lost your mind. Your mind was put into your intelligence to make you do damage, and then vice versa. And when you turned it off, your intelligence was reduced, and your mind was back where it was supposed to be. No longer does that. This is just your magic potency in general. As for damage-wise, I do not know what they will be doing for white mages. It's hard to say. Apparently it's still the same. They made them equal. Attack magic potency and your healing magic potency exactly the same. 222 across the board. Yes, I know it's kind of low, but that you got to remember, I am a level 38 white mage. I'll tell you in a second. Yes, 39 white mage with level 29 gear and 30 gear. Not really paying attention to gear because I'm doing POTD. Anyway, all that babbling to just explain that. While we're carrying on with the storyline. Huh. Well, when you have main scenario quest, it puts it on the top left-hand corner and gets really annoying. I want that to go away, but oh well. Haven't figured everything out yet. I was supposed to get some stuff I would like to show off, apparently. Ooh, I'm jelly. I'm jelly. Somebody's got a Fenrir mount. Get that from the Golden Saucer after getting 1,000,000 MGPs, which takes forever to get, unless you're lucky, and I'm not. So, of course, I don't have it, and I would love to actually get this bloody mount. In the meantime, I'm going to shut down the live stream for now. I'm going to do some research and find out exactly where to be getting the Samurai class and the Red Mage class, and then I'll be doing a live stream possibly tomorrow, early in the day, so I can inform you guys. I'll actually pick it up then. I won't pick it up beforehand. I'll pick up the Samurai and the Red Mage when I do the live stream, so you guys know what you're walking into, who to look for, and all that stuff. So, in the meantime, I hope you guys get somewhat enlightened on this, and helped you out a little bit in guiding everywhere. And it's your friendly, favorite fantasy cadet Crone logging out. Take care, folks.